What's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Underground Live with your boy bGrynch. Sitting here by myself. Everybody ducked me. Blain's out on a special night with I don't know who, and quite honestly, I don't care. We have our executive producer Crystal in house. She was deciding whether or not she was going to come on the camera, but she decided to stick to her executive producer responsibilities rather than come on the air and make an ass out of herself. Why, hello there, Crystal. I was just talking about you. Anyway, first thing I'd like to bring up. On tonight's news, on tonight's CBS News, Jeff Glor mentioned that MDMA, which is ecstasy, is in its phase 3 trial period to be legal and available for post-traumatic stress syndrome in 2021. Oh my God, now you're going to be able to trip your balls off because you had a bad life. Maybe we had a bad life because we spent our teenage years tripping our balls off. I don't know. That's just me. Hello to everybody. Hello, Jennifer. Hello, Kenneth. Hope you guys stick in for the show. I'd like to get started with this Kirkpatrick face of Nike thing. Now, this is absolutely ridiculous. Apparently, Nike is taking a lot of slack, as well they should, because you guys don't know the whole story. All right. First of all, Kirkpatrick did not only take a knee at a football game, which was a disgrace. Well, he actually sat down through the whole motherfucker. He sat down through that whole shit, which was bullshit. How Nike could endorse a guy like this is just beyond me. They fucked themselves. But when he started taking a knee at the football games, what people weren't realizing was he was actually in his bedroom at home getting on both knees with his big black boyfriend and taking it in the ass. So why Nike would want to ruin their reputation and their stock and all their apparel over Kirkpatrick? Keith Kirkpatrick, is it? I don't even know the guy's fucking name because I don't even care. You want to know why I don't care? Because it's not hockey. And if it ain't hockey, it doesn't pertain to me. Although, this is really fucking cool. Check this out. All right, so I'm running through my feed and I see this girl that says she's sick from food poisoning. I just happened to think the very same day that I was sick from food poisoning. Turned out we both had the flu, but she was cute. So, I took a look at her profile. You're not going to guess. I don't even know this girl. Okay, I have no idea who she is. Do you want to know what her favorite TV show was? As God is my witness, swear on my son, UnderGround Live. UnderGround Live is labeled as her favorite TV show. How fucking badass is that? Now, that's pretty big. At least it was to me. Kind of like my cock. Pretty fucking big. Big news, if you ask me. I also wanted to mention before I get into the news, we're giving away Blain. Yes. If you're interested in going out on a date with the gorgeous, the amazing Hulk-like strength, gorgeosity training after me, full of personality, Blain, you all know him, you all love him. Now it's time to actually go out on a date with him. And guess what? I'm paying. So don't message anything on this on this screen here because I don't pay attention to that. But private message me if you're interested. And to the winner that I will pick, you might have an opportunity to go out with Blain and have Blain take you out on a nice dinner. Just dinner. Don't worry, I know he's irresistible, but no sex has to be involved. I promise you. He's too respectful for that. Okay? All right. Now, this is sickening. We're going to get into the news right now. All right, broad daylight child abductions. What the fuck is up with this? All right, so I'm seeing this video of these people grabbing other people's kids right out of their hand, throwing them into cars and taking off. Now, when I was in Brazil for a little while, kids being kidnapped on the black market was quite normal. But here in America, they don't even give a fuck. They're not even waiting until 3 in the morning to break into your house and fucking rob your kid from you. They're straight fucking ripping your kids out your goddamn hands. Now, you tell me whether or not that's fucked up. everybody be like, ooh, Brian, bGrynch, he's so fucked up. No, that's fucked up. Leave people's kids alone. Or just go and have your own. You know, I bet it's a bunch of guys that either smoke too much stems and can't have a baby, or had vasectomies and can't have babies, so they decide to steal yours. That's wrong. That's wrong. Adopt. Or at least adopt and then put the fucking kid in the sweatshop. But make sure the kid is at least legally yours. For crying out loud. All right. So check this out. This stupid motherfucker finds a cop car. The dumb deputy for Palm Beach Sheriff's Office, PBSO, left his car unlocked at a call. So this kid be moseying on by, sees that the car door is unlocked. So he has a fuckfest in the middle of the fucking car. He gets in the fucking car. He grabs the cop's AR-15 semi-automatic machine gun, which they've replaced since the olden days with shotguns, now the AR-15s. He stole a police-issued helmet and a training device. But he stole a whole bunch of shit, all right? And it's not his fault. It's actually the cop's fault. The cop should be fucking disciplined for this. But the stupid motherfucking kid had to go on Instagram and show off all of his shit on Instagram, and that's how they busted him, and the kid was charged. Now, quite honestly, I don't think that kid should get charged any more than the cop who left the car door open, because as a trained police officer, everybody knows. You lock your fucking doors. Shit. Y'all that drive, do it. The only thing I lock when I go out is my house, because I walk on my feet. They're my transportation. Professional pedestrian. Mm-hmm. That was so can-laughtered. Got Chris back here laughing just to make sure everything seems funny. The author to How to Kill Your Husband has been arrested, and you're never going to believe why. Because she killed her fucking husband. Like 3 years ago, she wrote this book, How to Kill Your Husband, and it was published. 3 years later, she kills her husband out of the ideas that she had put into the book, How to Kill Your Husband. Now, if that's not stupid, I don't know what is, but apparently she didn't like her husband too much. Now we're going to jump over to biggest news of all. Remember about Blain. Private message me about Blain. You could be the lucky girl, the lucky sexy girl to go out with that Adonis of a man, Blain, my co-host. Big news with Brad and Jen. Their saga is tremendous. There's absolutely nothing going on. So don't believe the tabloids that you read, because god damn it, there ain't a fucking thing going on with them two. Jen in the middle of a divorce. You think she give a fuck about Brad? I doubt it. Now, this is great. All right. Last story of the news, and then we go into another segment. This girl was at a party, and she was forced to give this guy head at the party in front of everybody. All right? She was put on her knees. This guy took his cock out. It was shoved in her mouth. So you know what she did? She bit his cock clean, well, not clean off. She bit it halfway off. It was still able to be sutured back on the other end of it, but she mangled this dude's fucking cock. And I promise you, he will never put his cock in a mouth of an unwilling female again, if it's not so deformed already that a female is actually participating in the fact of giving this guy some kind of oral sex. Because to me, that's nasty. And that is our news for today. Now, a lot of people have been giving me a lot of shit about my thug book, my Facebook thug bitch posts. So I changed it. I change it to other people's posts. So posts that I think funny will now be read to you. All right. So the first post that I think was funny was, I just seen a nigga say when he yawning, do deaf people think we screaming? That's a good fucking question. Yes, yes. Y'all like, and deaf person like, what the fuck he screaming about? Lois, what's he screaming about? Lois isn't as deaf. She only half deaf. So, all right, to go on with other people's posts. You can be friends with someone for years. It could take years to find out that they were never your friend to begin with. So what she's saying is, you can be friends with someone for years, and it could take years to find out that they weren't your friend at all. So philosophical. I love when people get philosophical on Facebook. It's like, oh, y'all got your PhDs? They're like, no, we still in 11th grade. Stay there, because you're stupid. All right. All I do is work, be loyal, sleep, curve niggas. So if you want to fall in love, hit me up. Now this bitch, I see her posts all the time on Facebook. This is the most thirstiest bitch that you could possibly see on Facebook. All she does is ask for men to call her. And then she does posts like, oh, you think I'm boring because I'd rather watch Netflix with my kids than go out partying. And I'm like, bitch, you a mother. Of course you're supposed to stay in when fucking with your kids and not go out partying. What are you, stupid? And now she all like, all I do is work, be loyal, sleep, curve niggas. So if you want to fall in love, hit me up. Fall in love with your kids first, you nasty hoe, you fucking cunt. Because your kids deserve it, number one, first, before you go out looking to get some dick inside you and leave your kids in the living room with the TV babysitter. I'm not for that. Never was, never will be. Truth is, I'd rather be single than to have my kids saying, Mommy, bring over all kinds of men. 100. Wait, let me make sure I put that. Truth is, I'd rather be single than... Oh, I fucked it up. Truth is, I'd rather be single than have my kids saying, Mommy, bring over all kinds of men. I know bitches like that. When I was a single dad back in my 20s, when my son would go to sleep, that's when I'd have my fun. I had a lot of fun when my son was asleep. Had a lot of fun when my son wasn't asleep. Last but not least, sad motherfuckers believe they homies over they bitch. But wait, that same nigga trying to fuck me. When were you around? Wow. And those weren't even Facebook thug bitch female posts. Those were just other posts. If you didn't get the gist, they were Facebook thug bitch posts. But shh. Because people get a lot of slack about them. People say they stop watching the show after that shit. It's like, come on. That's some funny shit.
It's a joke.
It's a fucking joke. But it's not a joke because this shit's real. So, just so you know. Now, I understand tonight's show wasn't the greatest. Alright. I hate going on there by myself. I really do. Even though I'll probably get 500. Oh, there she is.
I just wanted to join you. You didn't want to be by yourself.
Yes, and now I'm not by myself, so we're going to start the whole show over again.
No.
You're not going to believe that in 2021, MDMA is going... I'm just kidding.
Oh, my God.
I'm starting from the first story over. I don't like doing shows by myself, even though I'll probably hit 500 views on my own. But watch with my co-host, Blain. Watch with my special co-hosts. Share this show. Help. Support. Be a part of the underground. You matter just as much as I do. Look, if only one person tunes in, I'll still be here every Tuesday trying to make that one person laugh. And if I can't, then I'm a failure. But believe me, this nigga ain't no failure.
No.
I don't fail at nothing. So, we got a couple of interesting interviews coming up in the near future. We'll probably have Blain back next week or someone in here next week. Outside of that, all is good. By the way, I got fucked up over the weekend playing a pickup game of hockey. Got my shoulder fucked up my knees again. I'm too old for fucking hockey. No more hockey for me. The only hockey I'm going to be doing is spectating hockey because that shit is for the young guys and I am no longer young. Although, if you were to fuck me, you'd think I was like 17, but like with the mind of a 44-year-old, you're like, holy shit, this guy fucks like a rabbit, but he knows exactly what he's doing and how to treat me. Amazing. Yes, you get all the full package with me. Keep it real. Love each other. Peace.